Coming up on today's episode.
Traditionally, gymnasts are like 18, aren't they? Like, I don't want to be. I don't want to like.
Go there.
Yeah,
Go there.
But
I was old.
Elite excuses. So pretty much, the topic this week is when your team loses.
I was literally going to the States for 3 months at a time, coming back, doing security, making money, and then selling whatever I had left, going back over to the States again.
Welcome back to another week. I think this is episode 6. So we've been going for about 6 weeks now. I'm really enjoying these episodes. I think they're a lot of fun to make, and hope you guys are enjoying it. I know the last one actually was going pretty well. Got a decent amount of listens, so hope you guys are like it. And once again, give me any feedback you want. Let me know how you go. Let me know how you think I'm going, if I can improve on anything, all that fun stuff. Let me know. But yeah, first up, we got Ben Alloway. So if you don't know Ben Alloway, he actually fought in the UFC. So he is an Aussie, but he did fight in the UFC, I think, I want to say 10 years ago. I want to say around like 2014, around that time. But yeah, he's an absolute legend, such a funny guy. And he's got some crazy stories because he was on The Ultimate Fighter. I don't know if anyone remembers The Ultimate Fighter. Yeah, he was on The Ultimate Fighter. I don't know if anyone remembers The Ultimate Fighter, but yeah, it was such a cool show where pretty much they bring in like UFC rookies. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but he was on like the Australia versus America version. So yeah, let's get into that chat. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it.
I had one fight after probably 8 weeks of training. Up at Toowoomba, and so literally no experience.
Yeah.
That was a time trying to get ready for that fight. First time cutting weight, all that sort of stuff. And then got paid for it, and I was like, "Fuck, this is easy money."
Yeah.
And then I won another fight, and then I was like, maybe I could do it for a living. So I chucked everything in and got sponsored. Luckily, got sponsored to a trip to the States.
Oh fuck.
To Matt Hughes' gym, and mixed with those guys, and then that's when I was like, fuck, maybe I could really do it for a living.
Yeah. What's that like? Kind of, I guess, grinding phase like where you are trying to do it for a living, but you're not there yet.
It sucks because you're broke. I was literally going to the States for 3 months at a time, coming back, doing security, making money, and then selling whatever I had left, and then going back over to the States again. So I was broke for like probably from when I first got to the States, the first trip, I was broke for like 18 months, and then luckily got a shot on the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah. I want to talk about Ultimate Fighter. Obviously, that was one of the reality sports shows are so common now, but I feel like back then that wasn't really common. What was the experience like with that?
Yeah, so I think it was like number 16 or 15, so it was pretty newish.
Yeah.
But it had a pretty good following.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, man. It wasn't, I don't know, because I've been living in the States and living with other fighters for the last 18 months or whatever. Some pretty crazy shit happened over there. Like, obviously, you got a dorm full of fighters over the States that are trying to make it. A couple of UFC fighters and Bellator fighters and Strikeforce at the time. A Saturday on the drink was fucking pretty wild. So I think I was used to chaos and other dudes with huge testosterone, you know.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really much out of the blue for me because I've been living it for the last couple of years. Pretty much just try to keep my head down. Try to get the first fight on the show so I'd have a break till the end for my next fight. And that's it, yeah. It wasn't anything out of the ordinary for me, but there was a few other dudes in there that sort of struggled.
Okay, shout out Benny Alloway, absolute legend. Such a sick story from hearing how he came from just being an Aussie to kind of take out fighting. Yeah, he literally has fought in the UFC. It is absolutely insane. Such a great achievement. But yeah, just to break us up, obviously, if you've been listening for the last 6 weeks, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, however many weeks, I like to do a little segment in between. And I brought in a new one this week. I'm calling it Elite Excuses. So pretty much the topic this week is when your team loses. Obviously, my team, I don't want to point them out, but they're not doing too good this year. So I've had to come up with a few excuses. So first up, we got obviously go to blame the ref. When your team loses, it doesn't matter if the ref probably did an amazing job. He probably did a great job. But going to blame the ref is always the safest excuse. You can do it. Don't really have to tell anyone why. Just say the ref screwed us over. The ref did this. The ref did that. Then next up, we got a lot of injuries. the injury blaming. Another perfect one. It doesn't even matter if you do have injuries. There's always an injury to pull out of the bag, and really don't have to explain yourself. Just hit them with the injuries. And then third, we're in a rebuilding season. It doesn't matter that your team's been rebuilding for the last 40 years or 25 years, 100 years. It doesn't matter. All it matters is that you're rebuilding now. So there is success coming in the future. So you're just waiting it out. So the rebuilding one is a great excuse. And last but definitely not least, it's just bullshit. That's all you got to say. It's just bullshit. It doesn't matter what's bullshit. It doesn't matter if it actually is bullshit, but that's all that really matters. So there, if your team sucks, go to those excuses. If you got any more, send them in, because I sure need them. But yeah, next up, we got Emma Nedov, absolute legend, Olympian gymnast. Her sick thing about her story is that she retired. So normally gymnasts are like, they kind of peak. Like you see a lot of the gymnasts, they're young as. They're like 18. Some are 16 going to the Olympics. And normally the normal gymnast is like below, I want to say 25. I could be wrong. But that's what I normally see. But she came back at, I think she returned at 28. 28, because I know she just turned 30. So she went to the Olympics at 29. Or maybe she went at 28. It doesn't matter. Anyway, she had retired and given up on her Olympic dream, fully accepted she wasn't going. Basically, her friend messaged her. I don't want to give away the whole story because then there's no point watching this clip. But yeah, a friend messaged her saying, let's give it a crack. She gave it a crack and made it onto the Olympic team at the age of, I want to say 28. Could be 26. Could be 29. I guess we'll find out in this clip. Let's get into the clip. Hope you guys enjoy it. Emma Nedov right here.
You retired from gymnastics for 3 years, came back, made an Olympics team. What's doing there? How did that happen?
I love that. What's doing there? I don't know. I was a little bit crazy, to be honest. You know what? When I retired, I fully retired. I had zero intention of going back. The opportunity just came up, and I said, stuff it, why not?
Yeah. How does that? I want an opportunity to go. I'm waiting for my opportunity for the Olympics to come back.
Okay, well, look, fortunately, I had the background of trying a couple of times, so it wasn't totally out of the blue. I'm a bit the same. I'd like the opportunity to make $1 billion.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's coming.
So I lived around the corner from a gymnastics centre. It was almost like all the stars aligned. Okay,
Yeah.
So I had been training for the Olympics my whole life since I was about 6 years old, with the intention of training for the Olympic Games. Kept missing out, not for reasons within my control, became at peace with it, retired, and was fully okay with never going.
Yeah.
And then my best friend and business partner at the time, she said to me, Emma, I'm going to try one more time for the Olympics, and I feel like you should do it too. And, you know, I don't even know why I considered that, but I considered it. Then I spoke to my sports psychologist, my parents, my boss at the time, and within a week I was back to training, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to go for it, fuck it.
Far out. So there was just that. It was just, okay, we're on, we're back, go.
Yes. One thing to learn about me is I just make choices, and I make the choices work.
Yeah.
I make very quick choices.
I feel like that's the best way to be. Just do it. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Genuinely.
Yeah. What was the sort of, obviously you said your business partner told you that she was going to try again. What do you think like clicked in your head to be like, oh no, I'm actually going to do it?
Okay, well, obviously, like I mentioned, I had missed out on the Olympics 3 times, actually.
Yeah.
And it wasn't necessarily because I wasn't good enough at the time. It was, you know, Australia didn't qualify team and just missed out. COVID happened, and so the qualifications got cancelled. And then, gosh, in 2012, I had a stress fracture in my back. So there were all these things that kept happening and getting in the way. So when I retired, I did retire being really content with my career in gymnastics. However, I would be lying if I said the Olympics wasn't something I still wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
So it was almost like dangling fruit in front of me.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you going to give it a go? You're going to try and get there? So I love to take advantage of an opportunity. I mean, it came up. It was something I still had a desire to do. So I was like, all right, let's make it work.
Yeah, that's fair. But like traditionally, gymnasts are like 18, aren't they? Like, I don't want to be I don't want to like.
Go there.
Yeah,
Go there.
But
I was old.
yeah, nah, you weren't old. You were just experience.
Wise.
Yeah,
That's
wise.
good, wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what kind of like? Obviously, you knew you were good enough because you were a professional gymnast. But what kind of thought? No, I can beat these 18-year-olds and go to the Olympics.
I didn't actually think I could.
Really?
Yeah, because I'd actually been out of it, as you said, for 3.5 years, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I was not fit. I had not done any form of gymnastics, and gymnastics is not really a sport that you can just go do in the park for fun.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was so not an elite athlete. Whilst the opportunity came up and I was crazy enough to believe that, or I would almost say delusional in believing that it's potentially possible, I didn't actually logically think that I would be that great again. So when I called up a coach at the time, we said, let's give it 6 weeks and just see how it goes, because he came into the gym with me and he was like, oh God, I couldn't even lift my legs off the floor on a swing on the bar because
really?
I can't even explain to you the muscles that you use in gymnastics.
Yeah.
I realized I have a muscle like in my tongue.
Really?
Yeah, I did a flip for the first time in, like 3.5 years, and my tongue hurt. And I turned around and I said to my coach, I've got footage of it. I said to my coach and I go, my like neck hurts. And he said, yeah, it's because, you've got that muscle that you're trying to like hold. So under no circumstances did I genuinely think that I would get back to where I had been. And I wouldn't say that I did. I was like a completely new athlete. I'm telling you, Lachie, the stars just like aligned. It was like meant to be. I don't know.
Okay. Absolute legend. What a clip. Guys, thanks for watching again. It means so much that you guys tune into these every week, or if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. If you've watched a couple episodes, tell your friends about it, tell your dog, tell your uncle, tell your workmate, classmates, whoever. Tell everyone about it. Let them know. Send in any feedback if you think it sucks so I can make it better. But yeah, thanks for tuning in again. Go subscribe. Go like the Spotify, like the Apple, follow the socials. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next week. Have a great week. See you soon. Oh yeah, one more thing. Elizabeth McGregor, the episode released last Monday. So if you just scroll down, I'm sure the episode will be right there. If you want to check it out, Bulldogs NRLW player. I really think she's going to have a big year this year. So go check it out. Such a good yarn. See you guys next week. Check it out. Goodbye.